Hello, I'm back. I've got some washing to do and I am talking about the structure of Matthew. If you're someone who loves the Bible, loves story structure, maybe these videos are something you'll like. So we have talked about three categories of the Bible, of Jesus, who he is. He's the son of Abraham, the son of David, and the son of those who are in exile. And he is also God. And these come out in the early chapters of Matthew. We have seen that in chapter 1 and chapter 2 in the previous videos. In this chapter, we're going to be looking at the temptation of Jesus, and in particular, the Old Testament quotes that are quoted here. These form the categories of opposition that Jesus encounters throughout the book of Matthew and his life. So there are going to be three categories of opposition. So the first one is, so the devil, Jesus had been fasting for 40 days and he was hungry. And the devil told him to turn some stones into bread. So the first category is that of creature comforts, and particularly bread. We see that bread and satisfying yourself with food is a big theme, or bread in particular is a big theme in Matthew. And this is contrasted with actual satisfaction, what will actually satisfy you, which Jesus says is the word of God. So Jesus says, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God. So let's put that as one of the categories. Instead of satisfying yourself with food, with bread in particular, satisfaction, true satisfaction, comes through the word, devouring the word of God. And this is one opposition that will come up. The second category of opposition is to do with faith. So the devil took Jesus to the highest point in the temple and told him, throw yourself down, because it's, if you're really the Son of God, then God's angels will protect you. So, just do what you can to get a miracle to test your faith. Just let's see if you really are the Son of God. Let's test that with a miracle. So miracles are all the way through the book of Matthew, and they are signs about who Jesus is, but it's never okay in the book to ask for a miracle to test who Jesus is. So this category is about faith and testing. So the miracles happen because of who Jesus is, but it's never okay to ask for them to test who Jesus is. So Jesus actually didn't try to get that miracle to happen when the devil told him to throw himself off the temple. What he actually said in return was, he will command his angels this is what the devil said. The devil said, he will command his angels concerning you, and they will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against a stone. The scripture that he is quoting, saying, see, you can do this. You're allowed to do this. But Jesus answered him, it is also written, do not put the Lord your God to the test. So the second category is of faith, and in particular, putting God to the test, and particularly with miracles and asking for a sign. Okay, so the third category we're going to look at is that of service and what makes you great. So basically, it's not really about what makes you great, but what are you working for? What are you doing? And so we have Satan took Jesus to a very high mountain, showed him all the kingdoms of the world and all of their splendor. And he said, I'm going to give you all of this if you'll bow down and worship me. But Jesus said to him, "Away from me, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only." So in this category, we are talking about, well, they are fighting over who should Jesus serve. Satan is tempting him to serve him, Satan. Jesus answers that he will only serve God. And so this theme, this idea of serving God is big in Matthew as well. And we see that as a category of opposition where people will oppose him based on who is he really serving. And we're going to see that in future videos. So to sum up, we have, we saw in the beginning 3 categories of who is Jesus. He is the son of Abraham. He is the son of David. He is the son of those in exile, and he is God. And we have 3 categories of opposition. He is opposed based on creature comfort. So basically, satisfy yourself with bread. He is opposed on the category of faith, particularly miracles to test your faith, to proving that he is the Son of God because of miraculous signs and wonders. And the third category of testing and opposition is on that of who will he serve? So is he serving God or is he serving Satan? And we'll see lots of opposition based on that as well. So we are going to, actually, before we go to the next video, there's another little bit just before Jesus, because after this, Jesus starts preaching, but we do notice that the first place he goes, the first thing we see is when, okay, let's start reading from John 12. Start reading from Matthew chapter 4, verse 12. It says, when Jesus heard that John had been put in prison, he withdrew to Galilee, leaving Nazareth. He went and lived in Capernaum. Okay, so he is going to kind of the back streets, the outskirts, the dark places of Israel, the places that are not very religious. That's where he is. And there is a quote, there's a prophecy there that he is fulfilling in doing that. And it says, land of Zebulun and land of Naphtali, the way of the sea beyond the Jordan, Galilee of the Gentiles, the people living in darkness have seen a great light. On those living in the land of the shadow of death, a light has dawned. And after that quote, that's when Jesus' preaching ministry starts. So I think that can also be seen as a category. It's not really a category of opposition, but a way that Jesus kind of smashes expectations, where he is actually going to the dark places of Israel. He was not going to the religious people. He is going to those who are lost, those who are in darkness. And there is mention of Gentiles there too. So his message is for the whole world, not just for the Israelites. So this is a complete smashing of expectations here. Just like we saw in the first bit, where he is actually God as well. Here we are seeing that his message is for the whole world, not just for those who are religious, those who we would expect would receive his message, but for everybody. And on that note, with my washing completely folded, I will end this video, but I will keep going with Matthew, maybe with some more housework. I'll see you next time.